So I think being a truly wise investor and being wise, which is tapping into wisdom of what we know is the right thing to do, the right way to live, and all that.
What's the number one secret to becoming a wise investor?
Oh man, I think what it really comes down to is how you see wealth. And being a wise investor is about investing. It's not just about investing in money; it's investing in assets. And the mentor in the story, it's a parable. It's a modern parable. It's about creating financial freedom, but it's also about how to live your best life. So it's taking all those years of being a professional coach and coaching people on all areas of their life, and then weaving in the 20 years or 18 years at Real Wealth, helping people create financial freedom. So it comes down to, like, the mentor in the story, he describes assets a little bit differently than we all typically look at assets. We usually look at it just, something that's going to give us a return on investment and bring us more finances, more income. The mentor in the story, he describes an asset as anything that brings you income, happiness, health, or time. And so I love that. I think that's looking at it through that filter, that mindset of being a wise investor. It's looking at, and a liability would be just the opposite. A liability is something that's going to cost you income, or it's going to cost you time or happiness or your health. So I think being a truly wise investor and being wise, which is tapping into wisdom of what we know is the right thing to do, the right way to live, and all that. So it goes beyond just the finance, although it's very much a book about creating financial freedom. I think that's it for us as investors. It's how can we invest in ourselves? How can we invest in assets? How can we invest in businesses that are going to create cash flow for us and free up our time? But also, how can we invest into things that are going to benefit our health? And things that are going to bring happiness, investing time into our family, into our kids, anything like that. So it's a perspective thing.
It's incredible. I love it. And by the way, the forward to this book, by the way, you guys might have heard of a guy named Robert Kiyosaki. He's a hero for many in the real estate world and the wealth world. And so he wrote the forward to Rich's book, by the way, the wiseinvestorbook.com. And so part of a quote that he says, and I want to kind of dive into this part of the secret here, is that, Robert had a quote that the reason to own a business, Rich, is to purchase real estate, right? Mm-hmm. Which maybe we take it a step further. The reason to own real estate, which is to create real wealth, which is, it's going to give you income. Hopefully, it can give you some happiness. Hopefully, not too much heartache. San Francisco, and I'm from California. I grew up in the Bay Area, not too far from San Francisco, and Fremont, Mission, San Jose, and then Sacramento as well. And you have rent control. You have these challenges. You have these different things, right? But hopefully it gives you some time back, right? It can replace your income, and it can hopefully that gives you that more time, gives you more health.